lovely family. How are you? I hope you've had a good day. So, as promised, I'm back today and I'm going to talk to you today about two main reasons why your au pair visa will be denied. So, let's talk about these main reasons why all the au pair visas are always denied. Most of them are denied by these two main reasons. So, if you're new here, kindly click down on the subscribe button bell. Give this video a thumbs up to help other people to reach more people as much as possible. And if you've not subscribed, kindly subscribe so that you can be able to see more of such videos because I'll be posting from time to time. So here are and to my loyal subscribers, thank you so much. So let's go to the point. So here are the main reasons why your visa is denied. So your visa is denied, one, because the au pair program does not fit in your long life plan commitment. That's what the embassy will say. Your au pair program does not fit in your long life plan commitment. Number two is your au pair application lacks the motivation and the willingness of coming back. So those are the two main reasons why your au pair visa will be denied or can be denied, through those reasons that your au pair program does not fit your life plan and your willingness and motivation to come back is not determined by your application. So let's look at the first reason and how to avoid it. It says that your au pair program does not fit in your life plan. So this is caused by your motivation letter. Because in your motivation letter, when you've written that for instance, I work as a chef, right? So in my motivation, I've written that when I go to Germany, I will come back and continue with my job as a chef in some company. That does not fit my life plan because the embassy will question, if you're working as a chef and you want to come back to work as a chef, now what is the point of you going to Germany for the language exchange program? Because basically the language exchange program is a program of the language that helps you learn and grasp more of the language, to help you talk, to help you be fluent in it, to help you in your future plans and your future career. So you need to show the embassy that by you going, if they allow you go to Germany and you participate in this exchange program, when you come back, this exchange program is going to be beneficial to you. Yeah, and again, this applies to BFD people and FSCOT people. FSCOT people and BFD, this applies to you. If you're going for that FSCOT, you're going for that volunteer internship in Germany, you need to prove to the embassy that this volunteer internship, this FSCOT internship in Germany is going to help you. This volunteer period is going to help you in your future career. So when you're writing your motivation, make sure you answer these questions that the embassy is questioning. Why is German language important in your volunteer period? Why is German language important in your au pair life, in your au pair period? Yeah, so you need to say, like, I'm just giving you an example. So I, as Ivy, I will say I am going to Germany because German language is going to enable me, as usual, I'll use one example, is going to enable me come back and continue working, or come back and apply for the job that I've always dreamt of, which is being a German translator in Kenya, as there are few translators of the sort in Kenya, you see. So I'm fulfilling to the embassy that actually this program fits in my life plan. But when you go to the embassy and you speak about another career that is totally not related with this exchange program, your visa will be denied under this point. Why again your visa will be denied under this point? Some of you are good with your motivation letters, or you get some people to write for you. You come to me to write for your motivation letter. Imagine you put money in your motivation letter. You've invested there and you do not go through it. You do not give evidence that has been written in your motivation letter to prove to the embassy that actually this fits in your life plan. This program, whatever program that you're participating in, whether BFD, whether FSCOT, whether Aupair, you've not proven to the embassy that these things actually fit in your life plan, right? So you've not proven. So when you go to the embassy during question and answer, they will ask you what they might ask you. What do you want to do when you come back? Then you tell the embassy, I want to come back and continue being a hairdresser. I want to come back and continue being a chef. How is that related to you going for the German exchange program? How is that related to you going for a French exchange program? You see, I want to just expand your mind. I want us to reason. And you see, with this, the embassy will deny you visa. But if you feel you being a chef and you want to work in international hotels, when they ask you, what will you do when you come back? Just tell them. Or what will you do when you get denied visas? Just tell them, I'll go back and be a chef and continue studying online German language because that's what I want to do. I'll continue studying online my German language because I want to be a chef in an international hotel. That's what you're going to tell them. Don't say, I'll come back and be a chef and keep quiet. It doesn't make sense. You're going to be denied visa. Let's go to point number 2. The point number 2 says your motivation and willingness of coming back to Kenya. Motivation and willingness of coming back to Kenya. You need to prove to the embassy. This you need to write in the motivation letter. It needs to be seen in a motivation letter. It's always seen in the last paragraph where you say that when I come back, I plan to do this and this, and make sure it's German related. So it's always seen for your reason of going, why you decided, why Germany, and when you're going to finish. You're going to say, when I come back, for instance, let me say, well, after my Aupair program, when I come back to Kenya, I am going to continue working as a teacher as I explore jobs under the German category in Kenya. The embassy wants you to come to Kenya. And again, this reason you mess up. Even if you know someone in the Dutch area in the Schengen zone, please do not mention that you know these people. Do not mention that you know these people. Even if you know them, just say you don't know them. Just don't say that you know them. Because the embassy is going to think you're going to, if these people have stayed there longer, they're going to make you stay. They're going to give you opportunities there because there are opportunities. They are going to give you opportunities to make you stay. So don't go there like you say, oh, you know, my sister is a nurse already there, so I'll be glad to meet my sister. You are messing your application up. Do not state in your letter that you want to, you know, someone there. And again, do not state in your letter that you want or you have the motive of working on the Schengen zone. Do not. Whether that is the motive or not, do not state that you're going to work on the Schengen zone in the future. No. Because the embassy is going to have this idea that when you come back, you are not going to, when you come back, or you're not going to come back. Yeah, that's what the embassy is going to say. Basically, you're not going to come back because you're going to work on the Schengen zone. That's your future idea. So what if you have this idea now and you're not going to come back? You see? So the embassy needs to see your willingness and motivation of going and coming back to Kenya. I'm using my country, but this applies to any other person out there. To go and come back to Kenya is going to be beneficial to you. This is what the embassy needs to see. Reason of coming back. Some people do attach birth certificates of the parents, birth certificates of the siblings to show that they have attachment in Kenya. Like when you have family ties in Kenya, that when you come back, you're going to meet your family. Some people do attach parents' letters to prove that the parents are financially capable. They can take care of their kids. They can take them to university. That's if you're presenting your reason of coming back as coming back to study. So some people do attach family birth certificates to show strong ties. You attach letter from work. You attach a contract. You attach just those supportive documents to show your plans. You are always having a plan of coming back. Even if you don't want to come back, do not make the embassy know that you're not going to come back. Don't make the embassy aware. And lastly, this is the least thing that the embassy will deny you visa. Your salary. Or let me say your allowance while you pay, your allowance while you volunteer. You know, there's a threshold. For instance, German embassy, there's the 280 euro thing, then there's this school fees thing. So in your contract, they need to, your employer, let me say your host. Yeah, let me not say your employer. And this is another thing. Do not take Aupair program as a job. It's a language exchange. Do not take the volunteer program as a job. It's a language exchange. Even if you are taking it as a job in you, the embassy needs to see is a language exchange, not a job. Never write in your motivation that when you finish working, you're not working. You're practicing your language. You're just being offered accommodation and food in exchange for practicing language. You get? I hope you've gotten my point up to there. So the last point that I want to say tonight is that they might deny you if your salary threshold is low. Your remuneration is low. Yeah, they might deny you that the visa on behalf of that. So please check your threshold with you, whatever it is. Check with the embassy. Check the list amount. Check that so that your visa will not be denied under those categories. So thank you so much for sticking around. I hope this video is going to help you during your au pair interview. You're going to know what to say. You're going to avoid these things, these simple things that will make your visa be denied. And before I go away, make sure you have all the documentation for your au pair visa, for your BFD, for your FSY. If you do not have any idea, simply Google, go to the embassy's website, or check down below on one of my videos. I think I've explained the right documentation for that. So please check and get the idea, because if you miss a document too, it's going to make the visa process tougher for you. It's going to make your visa process be denied, and you don't want that. So thank you, my lovely people. To my low subscribers, thank you so much. I love you so much. If you've not subscribed, remember, subscribe, because on my next video I am coming up with something amazing for you. Thank you so much. Bye.